Hello all, in today's video I just wanted to share our little homeschool room tour kind of. It's like just a small little area I have in my living room. So at the beginning of the video you'll see the area was completely different and we moved some stuff out and cleaned up my son's toys that he had in this area. So you'll see a little bit before and my son helping me put the shelf in, and at the end of the video you'll see a tour of all the items that we use for our homeschool lessons. Hello all, in today's video I'm just showing you a quick before, but this is the little area right when you enter my living room, and right now it's in a kind of a disaster zone and we have some repairs to do on the walls, but this whole area is going to get cleared out and this is going to become Nate's new learning area. We're going to move his learning desk here and his little other wooden desk, and we're going to put some posters up and a shelf. So I just wanted to show you the quick before, and then I'll show you throughout, when I'm doing things, I'll come back on and show you what I've done. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So as you just saw, my son just helped me hang up the shelf here right by the door when you come in, and then this bookshelf, we clean up the mess mainly on the floor, so this bookshelf is going to go in our kitchen where my son's toy bins are. And then I'm going to start making this, putting some decorations on the walls and moving in his little table and his learning computer table. Out in the kitchen now, this is where my son's toy bins are that I showed in my toy storage, and there used to be a TV here on top of my desk, so temporarily I moved the bookshelf here. That way, we still have access to our books, but they're out on top of my desk now. Want this side with lots of fish, or do you want the other side with the number 2s with the octopus? Lots of fish? Okay, we'll use that side. So I wanted a large poster for this area, and I gave my son some options, and then I remembered that I already had this put together. So this is 2 posters from the Dollar Tree. One is counting to 100 and the other one is counting by 2s, and I have it with these binder clips on a piece of foam board. So as you just saw, I asked my son which side he wanted to hang up, and then I stuck a piece of string up here and with a little thumbtack, and then I can easily just remove it and switch it over to the counting by 2s. Hey, so these are 2 tables I want to use, the little IKEA table with chairs and then my son's VTech table, but they don't fit properly due to the fact that this shelf is here and the legs are a little bit awkward on this. Sorry, it's a mess still. My son is here playing, but it doesn't fit right with the table hangs out the doorway. Now, sorry about the empty boxes here on the shelf. They're left over from my son's father that I need to get rid of. Now the shelf comes out further from this wall, so I'm thinking if I can move the shelf somewhere else or move it over a bit, then this VTech table will fit the way I want it to. But yeah, I'm going to keep on moving things around and see how I like it. So what I managed to do now is move this large bookcase over, and I was able to fit my son's little IKEA drawer system here. We keep a lot of puzzles and hands-on things in here. And then the little computer table fits nicely now, and so does the IKEA table, and I can close the door now. So I like how this is looking now. Now it's time to actually set up all the homeschool supplies and clean up the mess. And to be totally honest with you all, the reason this is getting changed is because my son's father moved out of our apartment. So now we are going to make my son's living room, our living space, all focused for my son, and have his learning here, and he'll have different play areas. So once everything is done, then I'll come back in another video and show you a whole kind of tour of the living room. But for this video, I just wanted to share with you all what the homeschool situation is going to look like. So I'm going to continue decorating and moving things around and cleaning things up, and I'll come back and show you what I've done. So I've added the items I wanted to add up here on our little shelf, and these are the most frequent items we use, so I just put them up there. There's a little painting my niece did for me for Mother's Day. And then this little saying over here, "You're capable of doing amazing things," is actually one of those wall stickers, but I left it on its packaging. That way, if I wanted to move it somewhere else, I could without damaging the stickers. So anyways, I'm going to continue organizing my son's little table, and I'll come back and show you a complete tour. So we are going to start the tour off right here. This is a little basket that I got from Dollarama. Inside is our current theme items that we're doing right now. So we're doing bug and insects. So there's some items in there for that theme. Then on top here is my son's little leapfrog tablet that my sister had given him. So that's his little computer. We do like, letter recognition with that. And then underneath the basket here, we have the Melissa and Doug bear puzzle that teaches children how to do laces, snaps, and the buttons, and how to do a belt and the zipper. So my son really likes this. We try to do that daily. And then I have some other items that my sister gave me. So these are dry erase books. There's different ones. So we have the alphabet. I think she said these might have come from Costco. I'm not too sure. We were using these ones earlier. This one I think came in like a pack, she said. But we have one with horses. And again, it's just tracing, dry erase, numbers, letters. So this one's about horses, trains, shapes and colors, tractors and diggers, my son's favorite one, sharks, dinosaurs, numbers, animal babies, bugs, and we were doing this one today too. And then this book I've had for a really long time, even when I was a teacher in the classroom. This is a really great book. It has 300 first words and pictures by Bright Baby. So really nice real life pictures, which I like. So it goes into all different categories. It's like the beginning of vehicles, and it goes into animals. All like different animals. I love this book. So that's that item. And then really this drawer here is not really homeschool related, only really a top drawer. We do some of this stuff. So there's like some lacing leaf I made, and some Canadian Tire money that we use to play store, and then a lot of these smaller little puzzles. So that's that little drawer system. As we come along, we have this little table here that my dad got for my son, and it's a VTech little computer. I'll just show you what's on top. So we have the Melissa and Doug little clock here. We usually do this daily as well for, number recognition. So that item. Then this item's a new item. My sister's friend gave this to my son. So this is a world map, but it's the continents. So we did this today as well, talking about, where people live in the world, different areas. And then underneath that is the actual VTech. I'm not going to turn it on right now because my son is currently napping. But this is really neat. It's touchscreen, so when you touch it, it will tell you the numbers and everything. And then you can flip this over, this one. And then there's fruits and vegetables. Underneath is all the letters. And then you can also flip this up and use it as an art desk. It comes with a little stool. And there's another one of these you can put in. So this one has the parts of the body. And then this is a music one. And then here's where you can put your kind of art supplies. And you can put a piece of paper up there and, paint and draw on this. So I really like this table. Down here, between the two tables, is a set of blocks that my sister also got my son. So they are the leapfrog blocks. So they are building blocks, but some of the blocks have the alphabet on them. So we just use it to spell little words out. The words my son's working on right now are the at words. So like at, cat, bat, hat, so on. This is the IKEA table and chairs. And on the actual chair part, Sorry about that. I forgot that this little tray is wider than the legs of the table and it fell over. But on here is just a little lap tray that I got for I think around $5 from Michael's. And my son uses this sometimes over at the sofa. So we have his little coloring book with Thomas and Friends. This has like some numbers in it and some little mazes. He just, uses his shapes. Over here on the side, there are some stickers and this little thing from Wendy's. There are his mess-free pad where he could do like sea life ones. There is these little Melissa and Doug scissors that aren't sharp, so he can cut like little. He's got little things like this, like paper inside, so you can do that. On this side, we have this little crayon box. Came from Dollarama. It was $2, and it's the Wondercolor mess-free markers by Crayola, and then the Crayola little silly scent pencil crayon style. So there's that. I love those markers because my son likes to color. Up on the desk we have this other find that my sister's friend gave my son. We were doing this today, and no, my son didn't write that. My son's only 3, but I was holding his hand. He wanted to do it by himself, so I like this little thing. I don't know where it originally came from. It's by Fisher-Price. You can move the letters around the board. So we made the word cat, and then it has the little magnet pen, so you can write actually the word. It has like a manuscript bar, which I like, and then you can erase it and then write something new. So that was a great little gift for us. And then we have this little penny bag. This one came from Walmart. It does have coins up to 10, and they come out the back, and it does it in French and English. Again, I'm not going to turn it on because my son's sleeping, but it will. Sorry about that, just a loud car was going by, but yeah, it's got the numbers 1 to 6, and then when you put them in, and the bank will actually ask you questions like, can you find number 3, and then you have to put the correct coin in. So that's that. Above here we use this. Now this stuff on the desk is not always on here, it's just right now it's just storage. We have the little abacus. This one I bought secondhand, so I'm not sure exactly where it's from. I think it's IKEA, but don't quote me. And then we have some books here that my son, likes to read daily. So opposites, a letter book, a book about emotions. This one is the 12 months of the year. Brushing, so brushing your teeth. And then this one we've been talking about a lot lately is keeping our bodies clean, so wash, wash, wash. So we have those books. This is another Walmart find. This is the Leapfrog 100 words, but again, it's in French and English, which I really like because we do live in Canada, so second language is French. When you open it up, oh, I didn't know it was on. But when your child touches the pages, again, it will tell you either in French and English what the word is, and then also ask you questions. So I really like that item. I think it was around $20 from Walmart Canada. And then we have a little calculator from the dollar store, and then a little magnet board, which is also dry erase. So that's what's on the table. Now I'm just going to go up and show you what's on the wall. So we have this poster here. So as you saw at the beginning of the video, this is a poster my son picked out. So that's that. And then we have a little globe here that actually broke, and I tried to throw it away, but I tied a string right now temporarily with a binder clip, holding it at the knot at the bottom. And then there's another binder ring thing here that I can easily take it off, and we can actually look at the globe. So yeah, that globe came from Dollarama, so I do need to pick up a new one. I did want to discard it, but my son really likes looking at it, so I just hung it up here temporarily. I kind of like it. It's cute, the little decoration. Then we have this little poster from Dollarama as well. And then up above the shelf here is a little painting my niece made me. But here is the rest of our stuff. So in this first basket here, I'll pull the items out and actually show you what they are. So we have a little e-reader and the books to go along with that, a magnet board, a CNC, and then this little light up word box things, so I'll just show you those items. So in this first little magazine holder, we have this little tablet that my son's grandmother gave him, and it comes with these really nice books that has the letters and it will spell out like words. So the books that comes in the set are Let's Rhyme, Alphabet Everywhere, Head to Toes, All Around the Farm, What Do You Eat, Let's Look for Shapes, Count With Me, and then My Colorful World. And on the end here, I just have one of those little magnet boards. I think this one's from Dollar Tree. You can draw on it and write things, and then it just erases. So I'll show you this book quickly. So I'll just pull this first one here. And when you open it up, just find the page. So it has like the actual words here, run and sun. So on the actual tablet, when you type in the letters, really cute that it, you know, says the letters and then reads it out so your child can learn, you know, letter recognition, and then it's great for early reading. And then on the other side is some farm animals and some shapes. So I really like this little book and tablet system. I don't know where it's from. It says this is my first smart pad, so I'm not sure. I know it's a Disney product, but I don't know what store it actually came from. A little green magazine holder was this item, and this is a little Learning Master thing. It came from a little store when you enter Woodbine Center. So it did come with some chalks that you could like color on here with, and then it came with a bunch of these cards, and it actually had some like higher level math, like multiplication as well. But this, you put the little card in, and then you press the little button here, and it's not showing up at the moment. Oh, there it goes. And it'll show the answer is number 9. And then there's a bunch of little cards in here that like ask what the item is. All different cards. I only kept a couple of the easier math questions, which we usually do with little counters. So that's a little fun item. And then the other item that was in there is my son's CNC. This one came from Toys R Us. It was $20. So this one has zoo animals, and this one has farm animals, and it does ask questions and play music. Up here we have 2 bins, and these are letters. There's 3 sets of letters from Dollarama, and these are letters that you can use with sand or like Play-Doh, and they're like little molds, but they're large letters, which I liked. So I do have 3 sets, and then I just use them. We spell basic words like Mother's Day just passed, so you're doing the word mom, and we do our at words with these as well. And then on top of these 2 bins is my son's little writing binder. We usually do this binder during like morning basket, so I'll just quickly show you what's in there. So we just have like this page here that I made, just, you know, I made this in like photo grid, and then there's some cutouts from workbooks with our current theme kind of. So just I put them in these sheet protectors so my son can use dry erase markers on them. And then the last item I'm going to show in our homeschool area is our morning basket. So there's our morning basket, so I'll just pull that down and show you what's in there. So I do have a video on my channel right now, what's in our morning basket. This is a new item I found at Giant Tiger. It's a little Yahtzee game, but we just use it with the dice and, you know, count what's on the dice. And then I just have some items for our current theme. So we have the Very Busy Spider, and then we have this one, which you're going to be reading this weekend because it is Victoria Day coming up. So who was Queen Victoria? And we had one for Mother's Day. So these 2 books. We also looked through this book and read it. I had this one for Cinco de Mayo, and again for Mexico, Cinco de Mayo. And then our theme, bugs and insects. We had some Mother Goose rhymes, my son's little coloring book for springtime items, and then another book about bugs. We have the Very Hungry Caterpillar, We have this little prayer book. There's this little item my son has been liking lately. It's just a little colors book. And then we have his pencil pouch with like some pencil crayons. And then there's this item here which I recently added, and this came from IKEA. It's dry erase markers, and on the back it has the eraser which he can use on his little dry erase board over here. So anyways, thanks a lot for watching this little homeschool room tour. It's just what we have going on right now. Just a little small area for me and my son just to sit down and go over, his basic things. He will be going to kindergarten next year. I don't know if he's going to be homeschooled, continued, or if he'll actually go to school, because I go to work really early in the morning and my mom watches him. So he has to go to school in her area. So that's we'll have to see if they'll allow that. But right now, we're just going to continue doing our homeschool. Our homeschool is throughout the whole year. We just do different little lessons. Right now, we're working on bugs and insects, and I'm going to try to do dinosaurs next. So stay tuned for a video about that and what I have planned for that. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching this video, and I'll talk to you in my next one. Bye.